Good evening. My name is Mike Duda, and I'd like to welcome you to Senior Recognition Night 2002. Please join me in a round of applause for Anna Han over here, our pianist who has provided this wonderful music for us. Before I begin this evening, I'd just like to thank all of the parents out there that helped out with the prom into the wee hours of the morning this past Saturday evening, and the post-prom, and then a great senior party Sunday evening. So seniors, help me salute your parents. One other person I'd like to recognize is Kathy Creel, our counseling secretary, who has put this evening together for us this evening. It's a tedious task, and she goes through a lot of anguish putting it together, but does a great job. Speaking on behalf of the high school staff, we are extremely proud of our graduating seniors. The many contributions and achievements are a source of pride for our school as well as our community. Tonight is our opportunity to recognize and honor our Haslett High School seniors who will be receiving awards in the following three areas: college scholarship, school departmental awards, and community scholarship. Our program will be divided into three parts to allow for our presenters to share the stage this evening. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Gail Noose and Mrs. Patty Lutsky, who will begin with the college scholarship presentation.
Good evening. We'd like to begin our program tonight by recognizing those seniors who have earned college scholarships as a result of academic or athletic achievement, extracurricular involvement, and community service. Seniors, as your name is read, please join us on stage. Beginning tonight, I'd like to introduce Mr. William Hoig, who will be making a presentation from Michigan Technological University.
Thank you everyone for coming. As a proud alumnus of Michigan Technological University, I have the honor of recognizing Conrad Bird for his exceptional high school performance, and I would like to welcome him to Michigan Tech. Michigan Tech is a nationally recognized university of higher education. It is rated among the top 10 of scientific universities, and it has a well-known reputation for job placement and is considered a Best Buy in the Midwest, making quality education affordable. On behalf of Michigan Technological University, I would like to present Conrad Bird with the Board of Control Scholarship. Conrad will be joining us later, but congratulations to Conrad. We have another recipient tonight. I would like to recognize Matthew Dunn for his outstanding high school achievements. Whether it's science or engineering or any of those curriculums at Michigan Tech, you will find it fulfilling, if not rewarding. I would also recommend it a great place for parents and relatives to visit. The Copper Country and Keweenaw places have offered my parents the best memories from my college career. Is Matthew Dunn here?
Next scholarship goes to Ryan Barucki, the Michigan Interscholastic Press Association Award of Merit. Next, Stephanie Brandel, Michigan State University Academic Merit Award. Next, I'd like to introduce one of our own, Mrs. Sharon Phelps, an alumna of Central Michigan University, who will give those scholarships.
Thank you. It gives me pleasure. I'm a not so recent graduate of Central, so I like to give these awards. The proud recipients are Daniel Brook. You can all come up, I guess. Daniel Brook, Sarah Lehman, Marie Oakland, lots of them go to Central, Natalie Schneider, and Jennifer Chanou. You're welcome. You want to get some of them? Here's Marie's. It's over here. Jimmy. You're welcome. Congratulations.
Next scholarship recipient is Eric Cadena, Western Michigan University Academic Medallion Award and School of Music Award. Next is Dana Carr, Anderson University Distinguished Student Scholarship. Hannah Colgrove, Aquinas College St. Thomas Aquinas Scholarship Award. Next, I would like to introduce Mrs. Pat Kramer, representing Lansing Community College.
Good evening. On behalf of the Lansing Community College Board of Trustees, President Paula Cunningham, and the Scholarship Selection Committees, I thank you for the opportunity to participate in tonight's awards program. It's my privilege to present 4 awards to members of the Haslett class of 2002 this evening. Each year, the Board of Trustees of Lansing Community College presents 1 award to each in-district high school. A selection committee at the high school then chooses the student who will receive this award, which covers full-time tuition and up to $80 in fees each semester and is renewable for up to 2 years. Its value is approximately $3,400 and selected by the Haslett High School staff and based on demonstrated academic excellence. This year's recipient of the Lansing Community College Board of Trustees Award is Jennifer Kennedy. To receive the next award, students must apply. they submit an application, a transcript, a personal statement, and letters of recommendation. And then selection is made by college committees based on these materials. The Lansing Community College Foundation offers a variety of scholarships, all of which are funded by private donors, either individuals or businesses who establish the eligibility requirements and the value of each. The Elizabeth L. Anderson Scholarship is presented to students who enroll in fine arts curricula of art, dance, music, or theater. I'm pleased to present the Elizabeth L. Anderson Scholarship to Rachel Raymer. Transfer program awards are given to students who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement and plan to complete two-year transfer curriculum at Lansing Community College and then transfer to a four-year institution for a bachelor's degree. This award also covers full-time tuition and up to $80 in fees each semester for up to 2 years. Its value is approximately $3,400, and the recipient of this transfer program award is Lindsay Kramer. The Student Life Office extends Student Leadership Academy awards to individuals who are interested in gaining leadership and community service experience by taking part in classes, as well as attending meetings of the Board of Trustees, serving on campus boards and committees, mentoring a middle school student, and participating in community service activities such as Adopt a River and Into the Streets. This award is also worth over $300, and applicants are admitted to this academy on the basis of a personal statement, a letter of recommendation, and an interview. I'm pleased to announce that Lindsay Kramer has been selected to be a member of the Lansing Community College Student Leadership Academy and to present her this award. Thank you for inviting Lansing Community College to participate in tonight's award ceremonies, and congratulations to all the members of the class of 2002.
Our next scholarship award goes to Kristen Courier, DePaul University Academic Achievement Merit Award, and the Holton Memorial Scholarship. Nelson DeFord, Western Michigan University Track Scholarship. Next, I would like to introduce Mr. Patrick Hellman, representing the University of Michigan Alumni Club.
Good evening. Thank you for inviting me. Each year, following a tradition begun in 1929 by the U of M Club of Greater Lansing, the club presents its scholarship award at high schools in the Lansing area. The award is given to a graduating senior who has demonstrated outstanding ability in a combination of leadership, scholarship, and activities. The recipient must have been active in school activities, be in the upper third of the class scholastically, and have the respect of his or her classmates. The award is made to the individual who best meets these qualifications and who best represents the school. In recognition of these outstanding qualities, it's a pleasure for me to present this year's U of M Club of Greater Lansing Scholarship Award to Chelsea Durgan.
Our next recipient is Michael Aiea, Michigan State University Scholarship, Berklee College of Music Scholarship, New School University Scholarship, and Florida International University Scholarship. David Fidua, Aquinas College, St. Thomas Aquinas Scholarship Award. Next, I would like to introduce Mr. Gary Bedral, Blue and Gold Officer representing the Naval Academy.
Matt, would you like to come up? Good evening. My name is Gary Bedral, a U.S. Naval Academy Information Officer, and I'm proud to be here this evening representing the Academy and presenting an offer of appointment to Matt, and they tell me it's Bob. Must be Robert, your middle name, of Haslett's graduating class of 2002. The purpose of the Academy is to prepare midshipmen morally, mentally, and physically to be professional officers in the Naval Service. Graduates earn a BS degree in engineering, math, science, or the humanities, and are commissioned as ensigns in the U.S. Naval Reserve or second lieutenants in the U.S. Marine Corps Reserve. Starting with plebe summer, 4 years as a midshipman demands extreme commitment, hard work, and a pushing of personal limits, but the rewards go far beyond that. As summed up by graduates over its 150-year history, the Naval Academy is a tough place to be, but a great place to be from. A recent graduate stated, "It's a $250,000 education experienced a nickel at a time." Every year, approximately 12,000 young men and women across the United States apply for admission to the Academy. Of those, about 5,500 receive a nomination from a U.S. Senator, Representative, the Vice President, or President of the United States. Of these, only 1,200 are offered appointments to the Academy. I am very pleased to be able to present one of these offers of appointment to the U.S. Naval Academy class of 2006 to Bobby Fitzpatrick.
Audrea Fox, International Library of Poetry Editors Choice Award Scholarship finalist. The next scholarship recipient is Hannah Gardy, the R. Howard Mate Youth of the Year Scholarship, DePaul Presidential Scholarship, North Park Presidential Scholarship, Indiana University Faculty Award, Loyola University Presidential Scholarship, and Ohio State National Buckeye Plus Scholarship. Next is Brendan Gunnell, Curtis Institute of Music, Mary Curtis Bach Merit Scholarship. Nathan Harrison, Gleaner Life Insurance Society Scholarship. Dana Hartman, Ball State University Presidential Scholarship. Anna Hickner, St. Mary's College Presidential Scholarship. I'll move my stuff.
J.P. Hilker, National Restaurant Association Scholarship, University of Wyoming Western Heritage Scholarship. Jared Hall, Lansing Community College Baseball Scholarship. I think they're playing ball. Blair Licala, Spring Arbor University Faculty Award. This time I'd like to introduce Ms. Virginia Kreidler from Alma College.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here this evening on behalf of the Board of Trustees, our President, Dr. Sandra Tracy, and the Admissions Office of Alma College. There are 2 awards to present tonight, one for Corrine Hack, who's not with us this evening. She is the recipient of the Tartan Award, and Andrea Lunsted, who is also a recipient of the Tartan Award. Andrea? As you know, Alma College is a Presbyterian school by origin, and that's why our award is called the Tartan Award. And I welcome you to the class of 2006 at Alma College to continue the traditions.
Nicole Moore, Taylor University Academic Scholarship. Megan Mulder, Hope College Van Raalte Scholarship, Calvin College Presidential Scholarship, and Michigan State University Valedictorian Scholarship. Renee Nooner, Hemingway Writing Scholarship finalist. Jesselyn Richter, Michigan State University Academic Merit Award. Christopher Rucius, Aquinas College, St. Thomas Aquinas Scholarship Award. Kyle Sipola, Arizona State University Sun Devil Scholarship. Allison Trotter, Hope College Endowed Scholarship. Jared Twitchell, Michigan Technological University Football Scholarship. Ashley Varterison, University of Michigan Regents Merit Scholarship. Kristen Wilcox, Evangel University Honor Scholarship. Eric Wallenberg, Valparaiso University Honors Scholarship, Urschel Business Award, Lutheran Heritage Award, University of Missouri Columbia Non-Resident Scholars Award, and the Olivet College Presidential Scholarship. And Zach Zinneberg, University of Michigan Regents Merit Scholarship. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Robert Regan, who will do some presentations.
The two seniors we are about to recognize entered the 2002 National Merit Program by taking the 2000 Preliminary Scholastic Aptitude Test, or PSAT. This test served as an initial screen for over 1 million entrants. We have two commended students who represent those 50,000 students nationwide who scored in the top 5%. Commended students from the class of 2001 are Daniel Brook and Thomas Malik. Class of 2002, excuse me. Megan Mulder has received the Robert C. Byrd Honors Scholarship. This is a federally funded program established to promote student excellence and achievement and to recognize exceptionally able students who show promise of continued excellence. She is one of 300 high school seniors in the state to win this scholarship. Megan Mulder.
I'd like to thank our college scholarship people for presenting this evening, and we're going to switch right now with our school awards people. So come on up. Our first presenter this evening will be Mr. Jack Brown, substituting for Mr. Richard Vitek from the Capital Area Career Center.
It's a privilege to be the associate principal at the Career Center where so many students from Haslett attend, and I just want to share they represent themselves and their community in a way that you can be very proud. One of those individuals I'd like to call to the stage at this time is Paul Ford. Paul? Paul's receiving an Outstanding Student Award for Auto Technology. He has done an outstanding job in the Auto Tech program for 2 years. He has been a crew member on the motorsports team and will be representing the Capital Area Career Center in the state finals of the Ford AAA Students Auto Skills Contest. And I must say, too, he has always watched his driving in the parking lot. I'm real thankful for that. He'll be competing against top 10 teams in Michigan. He is working at Preschool Chevrolet as an intern in the Automotive Youth Educational Systems program and plans to attend Ferris State University next year. Paul, thank you very much.
The Art Award is given to students who've had 2 years of art and one of those years in advanced art. All of these students have prepared portfolio work for display. All of these students have exhibited exemplary artwork, and many are going on to college to study art for their future careers. I am very pleased to honor Steph Brandel, Rosie Casey, Courtney Kimball, and Nick Sanchez. This is the first year we've had advanced art, so I'm new at this. Oh. Rosie's going to be studying art at U of M. Steph is getting a minor in art at Michigan State. And Courtney Kimball. Thank you.
Good evening. The Business Department will be giving 3 awards this evening. The first one is to the Most Outstanding Computer Student, and that award goes to Ashley Oberg. The other 2 awards go to the students who were outstanding in accounting, and those 2 awards go to Stephen Davidge and Leah Kastner.
The class of 2002 has set the standards high. They challenge and expect the best from themselves, as is shown in their excellence in all areas of the language arts. From this class, we have writers who have won coveted honors and hopefully will pursue these talents as adults. Many of these skills were acquired as they pushed themselves to be readers beyond the required classroom status quo and thereby increased their command of the language. Under the leadership of these students, classroom discussion has blossomed as they know how to listen to each other and expand their analytical prowess through verbal communication. All of these attributes can be seen in this year's English Award recipients. Each of these 11 honorees has achieved at the A or A+ level throughout 4 or more credits of English as well as communications class. And among these scholars, there is not one who did not achieve this without juggling a multitude of activities that span from the athletic arena to the music domain with community service in between. Let us celebrate their achievement and dedication. As I call their names, please hold your applause for the end. Kristen Byrne, Stephanie Brandell, Dana Carr, Chelsea Durgan, Kristen Fields, Anna Hickner, Nicole Moore, Megan Mulder, Renee Nooner, Jesselyn Richter, and Allison Trotter. Thank you. Thank you. And now presenting for the Department of Mathematics, Mrs. Allen. And Mr. Moore.
It's always difficult to follow the English department. They're so eloquent. In the math department, we speak in monosyllabic terms. So I'll do my best. It's my pleasure to present the math awards and also for the math department awards and also to recognize those students who have participated in the math rally in the past few years. I want you to know I'm suffering from PPF. Anyone know what that is? Post-prom fatigue. But I said I wouldn't miss this night to recognize the seniors for anything. You guys have been an absolutely tremendous class. What I'd like to do right now is present the math awards with my trusty assistant, Mr. Moore. It was a really tough decision because the seniors have many, many strong math students, but we've narrowed it down to a few. These students have gone beyond what was required. Not only do they excel academically, but I think have a true appreciation and hopefully love of mathematics. And the recipients are Kristen Berndt, Conrad Bird, Stephanie Brandell, and Kristen Fields. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the math rally participants. I should have had these same students stay up here because they'll be back again. This last year was the last year of the math rally, but we still wanted to recognize the students that participated because they were a big part of the math rally success for the past few years. The math rally was in existence for about 12 years, since 1990, and Haslett has done very well.
In 1990, we did not participate and therefore did not win. 1991 was our first year we took third place. And then for the next 10 years, our students took first place 9 out of the next 10 years. And these particular seniors were on a winning team every single year, so we really would like to recognize them. And they are Kristen Burnt, who participated for 3 years, Conrad Bird, 1 year, Stephanie Brandell, 3 years, Erica Denna participated for a year, Dana Carr, 2 years, Kristen Fields, 1 year, Alex Kerbaway, 1 year, Nikki Moore, 1 year, Megan Mulder for 1 year, and Kyle Sipola for 3 years. We would like to thank you. I'd also like to recognize Mr. Moore, who was the assistant coach of the math rally for the past few years. And now I'd like to introduce Mrs. Price, who will be presenting the photography awards.
I am so much more than just photography. Okay, to start off, welcome class of 2002. Little off program here, but yesterday I was sitting down and grading photo projects, and they just really touched my heart and made me think about how fortunate I am to get to spend my days here with all of you. I've gotten to know so many of you, and I want you to know how much I've enjoyed it. You just never cease to surprise me, so thank you. So back on program. I always enjoy this moment because I believe my students are often unsung heroes, putting out your newspaper, working on your yearbook, and taking memorable photos that I guarantee many of you will think back on years later. They'll pop into your head. So that's why I enjoy this chance to get to honor my students. I'll start off with, I have to switch things up a little bit because one of my students is off, hopefully beating DeWitt. I'll start off with, I want to honor a student that I spent last year recruiting to join me in yearbook. I wanted his photo skills, computer skills, and sense of style. And boy, oh boy, did I get it. This student walked into school this year carrying an idea for a cover for the yearbook that ultimately became the cover of your book. Here's a little teaser for you. He also helped take us, especially me, into the digital era by leading our venture into scanning all of our photos for the book. Oh, sure, it wasn't always a great situation, especially the time I scanned more than 200 images in the wrong way. But he stuck with me, and he became a true leader for our yearbook staff. That's why I named him editor-in-chief. He will attend Lansing Community College next year, where he'll study graphic design and working with digital images. And I expect great things. Alex Kerbaway, Alex is a young man of talent, and I look forward to watching where he goes from here. You're going to love the yearbook. We've been enjoying it today. I keep teasing you with it. Next, I'd like to honor 3 photographers who have done some really memorable work the past 2 years. All 3 are leaving Haslett, having compiled impressive portfolios of wonderful photographic images. First is Patrick Daly. He has a great eye for photos, and they always show tremendous sensitivity and creativity. One of his images, which is right here on his award, won an environmental photography award, which included $500. If you get a chance, ask to see his portfolio. second is Jared Olson. Jared's been a leader in yearbook this year with his photographs. When you look through the book, you'll see many photo credits for this young man. He's also been one of my most dedicated and reliable student photographers this year. Thank you, Jared. Your work has been tremendous. And third is Kelly Swerdfiger. Kelly has improved the most of any of the photographers I've been working with. Her persistence, interest, and desire have all paid off with some great photos. She took one of the best sports photos of the year of Sean Brogan scoring the winning goal against DeWitt. That photo was recognized by MIPA with a first place award. Congratulations, Kelly. Okay, and the last award I want to hand out is to Renee Nooner, who is not here, but we'll talk about her anyways. She's been on my newspaper staff for 3 years, young Renee. She was co-editor last year and editor-in-chief this year. This year at Michigan Interscholastic Press Association Spring Awards, people got sick of hearing her name called and seeing her coming to the podium as she received 9 awards. That included she got first and second place in the portrait photography category. Next year, she will attend the University of Chicago. Renee's done a great job for me, for all of you, actually, and I'm going to miss her very much. So tell her what I said. Thank you. Next, I'd like to introduce Ms. Terrace and Mr. Oliver.
My regrets, Terrace could not be here, Coach Terrace couldn't be here tonight, so I'll go ahead and present to both of them. We had a young man and a young lady get the PE award, the Physical Education Award, and it's based on display the strong spirit of sportsmanship we'd like to see everyone show throughout their life, let alone when they're on the field of competition in sports and games. We look for outstanding effort and attitude while they're playing the game. And last but not least, a genuine love of sports and games and PE. 2 recipients are Jamie Brook and Stephen Davich. Our next presenter is Mr. Lerg from the Science Department.
Haslett students have traditionally taken a lot of science classes. This year's class is no exception. Fully 60% of this year's seniors have taken 3.5 years or more, and 10 students have taken 5 years or more. Think about that. That's a lot of science. The Science Award is given annually to the students at Haslett who have demonstrated an aptitude and an excellence in their science classes. While there is no monetary value attached to this award, it does carry the science teacher's respect and admiration. The award this year is given to the following students: Stephanie Brandell, Chelsea Durgan, and Megan Mulder. Mr. Otluski will do the Social Studies Awards.
It is my pleasure to announce that the Social Studies Department has selected 3 recipients who have shown excellence in history, economics, geography, and civics, as well as other areas of the curriculum that serve as cultural diversity, world history, law, psych, and others as well. This year, the recipients are Bobby Fitzpatrick, Susan Hicks, and David Ray. Next is Mr. Town, TV 25.
What a great time of year. I'm so jealous of you guys, man. It's a lot of cool times ahead of you. So I prepared a little dance. No, I'm just kidding. But I can dance. I'll keep it short because it's a long night ahead of us. But it's been 4 years since TV 25 has been here, and when I started, it was just a room with 4 walls and concrete floors. Now it's filled with some of the best digital TV production equipment around. There have been a lot of factors that have got us where we are today. Part of it's because of our supportive principal, superintendent, your teachers, and the community. But most of it's because of the TV students that are sitting next to most of you tonight. At the beginning of the year, I tell each advanced class 2 things. Number 1, work hard to continue the success of TV 25. And number 2, create visions that will amaze people. This class has blown me away this year, expectations away. They pushed the equipment to its limits and asked it to do more. Not only will the students next year be able to work with some really cool stuff, but they'll have to work really, really hard to come close to some of the creative talent that we've had in there this year. They've won over 30 state, regional, and local awards, and we're still waiting for the nationals to come in. And they're the reason why TV 25 is looked at as the national role model for television production in a high school. Friday afternoons is just a small glimpse into their creative minds. You should really come down and see some of the things that they've created. And I can't wait to see what they will create in the future. Be ready to say, oh, I went to high school with that girl or with that guy while sitting and watching a film at Celebration Cinema. They have taught me a lot about the equipment. They've taught me a lot about how to be creative, and I thank them for that. In the film industry, people copy and borrow ideas all the time from people like Hitchcock, Polanski, David Fincher. And I think the new classes, while they'll come and go, and new ideas will come, many will come from the class and the TV class of 2002. So now I'll present the awards. The first one goes to Leo Mendoza. Is Leo here? Okay. Jared Olson. Tom Short. Tom was our sports guy all year. Come on up, Tom. He also worked on the basketball highlight tape, which is, as Dustin will tell you about the football tape, a lot of work and something that you'll watch for 50 years, the rest of your life. Lindsay DeBoer did a great job for us on air. Really creative PSAs in the beginning. It's been real nice to have in class, always very positive. Did a great job for this year. Sarah Dost, PSAs in the beginnings, tons of roll-ins for the announcements. A lot of stuff that you saw in the announcement came from Sarah. She also directed and also TD'd, which is really hard, which is technical directing, and we have some pretty fancy equipment down there, and Sarah did a great job this year on the announcements. Susan Hicks. Susan was one of my persons that came and organized everything for us, got things in order, made sure that I wasn't running around crazy, and also directed a lot of our announcements and is putting together, as we speak, a really awesome music video that you should all come see. Justin Kane. Tell you, Justin came in about halfway through, and this guy works on about 1,000 projects at a time, and they're all awesome. You'll see something on Thursday that he's producing, sort of a wrap-up of what we've done over the last year, and Justin's just amazing. He's really creative, he works really, really hard, and he's going to do some awesome things at LCC, and I think he's found his career with us. Tom Mellick, I don't think Tom's here, but he won the East Lansing Film Fest, hands down, with his film. Tom's going to be one of those people's names you see at Celebration Cinema, I guarantee you. David Fedewa and Eric Wallenberg, they got to come up together. Fedewa, the weather guy. Dave's just an awesome guy. He's somebody that you can go to if you want. If you need somebody to do anything you want on video, Dave will do it. Plus, both these guys, Eric was awesome with sports and producing videos for me. You know, besides the class, we do a lot of things for the elementary schools, and these two guys, scary as it may seem, we're down at the elementary schools. We're working really hard for us, and are one of the reasons why, you know, TV25 is seen in such a positive manner. So I thank them a lot for all their hard work. Jessica Smith and Lindsay Bogue. Jess and Lindsay are both in my 5th hour and 2nd hour. They've produced so much this year, especially in 2nd hour. They're putting together they finished the baccalaureate video that most of you will see on Saturday night. They've done 1,000 picture montages for community members and your parents, and created some awesome PSAs and are doing some really cool stuff for their friends at the end of the year. TV25 would not be where we are if it wasn't for these two this year. Alex Kerbaway, Mrs. Price said a lot. I could say tons more about Alex. He knows everything there is about computers. He's probably the reason why we have certain technology in the studio that I would never think of to get DVD burners. I mean, this is a guy that I'm going to miss, because when somebody in the intro class asks me how to do something, I usually pretend that I'll figure it out later, and then I go ask Alex how to do it. And so I'm going to miss him dearly. Sean Brogan, hopefully he'll be directing films. I don't know exactly what he's going into, but he's just very creative, worked really hard. PSA's won many awards, the best of show in the Detroit area, film and television. It's going to steal nationals, I'm almost positive. Michigan Association of Broadcasters, I could go on and on. I'm going to miss Sean too. He's really set the standard high for creative shots and videos put together. Sean Brogan. Matt Wilkins. Is Matt here tonight? Matt's the same way. He's going to be making films. I guarantee you that's his passion, what he wants to do. Matt really set the standard high for us too. Oliver Chin. Oliver's another computer person that I can't do without next year. If you ever need anything, if it's an audio file, a sound file, a video clip, a picture, whatever you think you need, Oliver can get it for you. He can also put things together in a creative way that I've never seen before. And Oliver and I could probably talk all night and all day about films forever. And he's a great guy to go watch movies with, because he always sits there and go, "Whoa, dude, cool shot, look at that." And so I'm going to miss him a lot. Kevin Fink. Although Kevin wasn't in the advanced class this year, he was both in my 2nd and 3rd hour as an independent study. A rough schedule, but I think he got a little frustrated this year because he seemed to be the only one that at sometimes was working all the time doing something for TV25. I don't think he actually produced anything except for maybe one video for himself, because he was so busy doing stuff for the channel. If you see stuff on there, if it's a football game, a choir concert, if you see a page up there, it's because of Kevin Fink. And now he's leaving next week, and I'm going to have to start working in the morning again. So, and I also need to ask him how to do a few things, because he's done it a lot better. So, Kevin, I really appreciate everything you've done. Last one, Dustin Johnson. There's always a joke that he's the one that runs the station and not me. That's not true, man. It's almost true. But it's getting to the point that in those little pink slips that you write phone messages on, they don't come to me anymore. A lot of them go to him. He's just been awesome. He not only produces a lot of stuff for himself and for the channel and for the announcements, but he also produces things for people around the community, for the football team, for the high school. I can ask him to do just about anything, and it's produced better than I could ever put it together. We've taken his tapes to conferences. I'll be using a lot of his videos in my intro classes next year, so I don't have to buy tapes from other companies because he's created them all. So Dustin's going to be going to Michigan State, and hopefully they've got a new film program there. He'll be running that, I'm sure, too. And then off to USC or UCLA to go make movies. Dustin. And now to world languages. Mrs. Bingham, is that right? Okay.
Bonsoir à tout le monde. The pool of candidates this year for the French Award was very large. In the end, one candidate stood out as a model for the rest of us. Always producing superior academic work, never flagging, always encouraging and helping others, and also serving as the president of the French Club this year. Chelsea Durgan, you deserve a dozen Anana cheers, as well as the award for Outstanding French Student. And Senorita Southwell will give the Spanish and Quiz Bowl awards.
Qué grupo tan guapo, e inteligente. Me da tanto gusto estar aquí esta noche. I'm very pleased to be here. I always, it's wonderful to have a chance to honor these students. I would like to ask the following students to join me up here on stage. Kristen Fields, Marie Opland, Lindsay Kramer, Emilia Bezdek, and Alicia Gardner. This evening's Spanish Awards honor an exceptional group of seniors. These students have shown great discipline and hard work in their study of Spanish, as well as an understanding and enjoyment of the culture of Spanish-speaking countries. Each of these students has put forth outstanding effort and has shown great thoughtfulness in her work. Each one has completed 3 years of Spanish, receiving very high grades, and has been a help and an inspiration to me in the classroom. I'm confident that the commitment that these students made to study Spanish will not go unrewarded, but rather will serve to enrich their lives greatly. It pleases me to honor these students, and would you please join me in applauding them? Now, I'll put on my Quiz Bowl hat here. I'd like to ask Andrew Tice to join me here, and I understand Matthew Wilkins is not here, but Matthew would have been included in this. So, Andrew. It's a great pleasure to coach the Quiz Bowl team. Our season's a very long one, lasting almost the entire school year, but the team members are a dedicated group. The students start showing up at my room earlier and earlier each year. I like to have a week or two to get adjusted to the new school year at the beginning of each year. But this year at 2:20, the first day of school, they were standing at the door going, "We're practicing, aren't we?" So what could I do? Andrew and Matt both have been key members of the team for 4 years, all 4 years, helping us to capture league championship twice and to make it to the division finals at Quizbusters. Their minds are very quick, and they're always eager to take in new information. You don't have to prod them to study a certain area because they just desire to know about it. They're both very highly respected by other league coaches and the players, and I often receive very high positive comments about their good sportsmanship from the other coaches, parents, and players when we play in other games. I'm going to miss their abilities next year, and so broad is their expertise that it's going to be very hard to replace them both. So please join me in honoring them both, please. And now, Miss Jamie Klein, I'd like to introduce to present some awards for Student Council.
Hi, I'm Jamie Klein. I'm the co-president of Student Council for the upcoming school year. I've had the privilege for the past 3 years to work with these outstanding Student Council seniors. They've made huge commitments of their time and their energy, which have improved our school and our community. Over the past 4 years, these seniors have set the tone for what should be expected for Student Council. I would like to recognize Bobby Fitzpatrick, Anna Hickner, who also served as our Student Council treasurer, Hannah Gardy, and Jennifer Kennedy, who served as co-vice presidents, and Steve Bennett, who served as our extremely detail-oriented and efficient president for this year. Tough shoes to follow, but will help me in thanking them.
Mrs. Bartley is going to present one more school award.
Good evening. First of all, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate every single one of you seniors on all of your achievements through not only this year, but all the years that you've been in school. And now I have the pleasure of introducing 3 special students who have come to Haslett High School for this year. And during the year that they've been here, they have enriched the lives of many students and staff. They were willing, at the beginning of the school year, to leave the comfort zone of their homes, their family, and their friends to come to Haslett High School to be exchange students. And I know, through watching them in the many activities at Haslett High School this year, that they have helped to broaden the perspective, our world perspective of all of us at Haslett High. So I'd like us all to recognize these 3 people. Would the following 3 please come up here? Marcela Nunes from Brazil, Jose Santa Maria from Ecuador, and Toko Tsunada from Japan.
Thank you to our school award presenters. We're going to have our community scholarship presenters join us now. Our first presenter this evening, Mrs. Mary Howard for the Al Klusak Memorial Scholarship.
I'm here to present this year's Klusak Scholarships. Al Klusak was a lifelong resident of Haslett, deeply involved in athletics. This charity has been active since 1979. We support the junior and high school golf programs. This year, 18 students applied for scholarships. All entries were wonderful and renewed our faith in the student body. Although we were unable to give all these students scholarships, the chosen recipients are Sarah Dost, $750. Nicole Moore, $750. Tara Peterson for $1,000. And the big winner of $2,500, Hannah Gardy. Thank you all and congratulations.
Presenting the Art Clark Memorial Kiwanis Scholarships, Mr. Vic Samuelson.
Thank you, Mr. Duda. You should all feel very proud. I'm very, I'm a little nervous, of course, but, because I'm not used to speaking in public, but it sounds like this is an outstanding 2002 senior class, so you should all feel very proud. The Art Clark Memorial Scholarship. Art Clark was one of the charter members of the Kiwanis Club of Haslett, and this scholarship is in his honor. And the recipient of this year's Art Clark Scholarship is Ashley Olberg.
Presenting the Herb Hagenbuch Scholarships, Ms. Patience Drake Rosenbaum.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here tonight to present the Hugenbau Scholarship. This scholarship is sponsored through Memorial Fund Giving and is managed on behalf of the Hagenbau family by the Haslett Foundation for Schools. The scholarship is designed to permit students to pursue college or trade school after high school, so it has more flexibility than many academic scholarships. We will be presenting 5 scholarships tonight. We had about 35 applicants, and they had to fill out an application which included an essay as well as their school record. The applicants were judged by a committee of about, I think, 8 or 10, which included teachers, administration, and members of the foundation. And I would like to read off the names of the 5 recipients and have them join me on stage, and then you can congratulate them. Thank you. James Alou, Stephanie Brandell, Nathan Harrison, Jesselyn Richter, and Allison Trotter.
Presenting the Athletic Booster Scholarship, as well as the Donald Warner Memorial Scholarship, Mr. Jamie Gent.
Thank you, Mr. Duda. The Athletic Boosters sponsors 2 scholarships every year for student athletes and students who have shown outstanding leadership ability and other abilities other than athletics in the school. The winners this year are Ashley Vartarason and Stephen Davich. I'd like to, right? There she is. Donald Warner was a Haslett graduate, and when he graduated from high school, there was no funds available for him to go on to school. So when he passed away about 6 years ago, he made it possible to have a scholarship so students could have the opportunity to go on to college and give them some help in being a good student, as well as being an opportunity to go to college. The winner of the Donald Warner Scholarship is Daniel Brook.
Presenting the Haslett Memorial Scholarships, class of 1991, Mr. Tim Beebe.
Uh, 11 years ago, the class of 1991 created the Haslett Memorial Scholarship Fund in memory of 3 of its classmates, Sean Beebe, Tom Myers, and Mark Perkins. This year, we're giving out 6 $250 scholarships, and if at this time those recipients would please come forward. They are as follows: Steve Bennett, Chelsea Durgan, Kristen Fields, Carlton Hill, Tom Short, and Jessica Smith.
Presenting the Haslett Okemos Rotary Club Scholarship, Mr. Bob Regan.
On behalf of the Haslett Okemos Rotary Club, we extend our congratulations to all of the class of 2002. Each month, the Haslett Okemos Rotary Club acknowledges a Student of the Month, and tonight we are recognizing and awarding our annual scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to this year's winner, Susan Hicks.
Presenting the Haslett Spartan Award, Mr. Scott Stowitz.
Good evening. It is my privilege tonight to present the Haslett Spartan Scholarship Foundation Award, a scholarship that was created by 6 Haslett High School graduates and Michigan State University alumni as a means to give back to the community and to the schools that provided the building blocks for them to achieve success in their careers as they chose them. Today's recipient will not only receive a monetary gift of $2,500, but we also will encourage them to seek advice and help in the future as they pursue their careers and also through their college education. This year's selection process was difficult because we had a lot of good applicants, but we had to narrow it down to just one. And at this time, I would like to call up the 2002 award winner, Kristen Burnt. I'm not kidding.
For the Foundation for Haslett Schools, Mrs. Carol Wallenberg.
Good evening. The Foundation for Haslett Schools was established in 1989, and we provide resources to the Haslett schools that are outside of the normal operating budget. The Foundation has a history of investing in programs and activities that enhance educational opportunities for students at every grade level. In 2001, the Foundation began our endowment fund so that we could invest in the promise of students, paying particular attention to students who embrace the Foundation's values, giving back to the community, enhancing quality education, and appreciating diversity. It is my pleasure to present the 2002 Foundation for Haslett Schools Endowment Award in the amount of $500 to Renee Nooner. And I understand Renee is playing soccer. Oh, she's here? Excellent. Renee.
Presenting for the Lansing Exchange Youth Foundation, Mr. Richard Stuckman.
The Lansing Exchange Youth Foundation for 21 years has given a scholarship award. This year it goes to a Haslett graduate. The awards or the applications are sent out to 19 Greater Lansing area high schools. The winner this year is Hannah Gardy. I got a couple of things for you, Hannah. We have, first of all, a check for $1,000. We also have a plaque, which is something that will be a little more permanent remembrance for you, but it recognizes you as the Lansing Exchange Club Youth of the Year, as well as the Scholarship Award winner.
Presenting on behalf of the Meridian Area Business Association, Mr. Stan Hicks.
I probably shouldn't, but I do it every time. Way to go, Suze. On behalf of the Meridian Area Business Association, I'd like to present two $1,000 scholarships. These are based upon academics, involvement in school and community and citizenship. The recipients tonight are Hannah Gardy and Brian Eggleston.
Presenting the Myers Dignity and the Respect Award, Mr. Tim Van Ravensway.
Thank you. It's a real honor to be here tonight. Before I get started, though, I'd like to say thank you to Mike Duda, Bob Regan, and a special thanks to Lynn Bartley for helping us organize and coordinate the Meyer Dignity and Respect Award at Haslett High School. The Meyer Dignity and Respect Award is a special award that recognizes true citizenship and an outstanding student that displays treating his fellow students, the staff, and teachers with dignity and respect on a day-to-day basis. For Meyer, we believe that the future is represented in how well we treat each other with dignity and respect. Throughout the year, Meyer has rewarded a Student of the Month award, and along with a $50 gift certificate, and our annual award will be attached with $500 in Meyer gift certificates. Our first winner for the annual Meyer Dignity and Respect Award will be James Alul. While James is coming up, I would like to mention that James does work at our store and has been a role model for a lot of our team members, along, I'm sure, with a lot of you that are classmates. Thank you.
Mrs. Bartley, would you join me up here? Each year, the scholarship committees have the difficult task of selecting recipients for the many scholarships that are awarded to our students. The senior students must fill out the applications and return them in a timely fashion to be considered for these scholarships. I'm pleased to announce that through donations and scholarship funds, that we are able to provide each and every student who made application this year with an award this evening. Therefore, would the following students join me on stage at this time to accept their principal recognition awards? Conrad Bird, Lindsay Bogue, Emily Carlson, Dana Carr, Hannah Colgrove, Patrick Daly, Chase Pfeiferick, Anna Hickner, Catherine Houghton, Yasmin Osadi, Natalie Schneider, Siobhan Shea, Kyle Sipola, Andrew Tice, and Eric Wollenberg. How about a big round of applause for all these principal award winners? You're welcome, buddy. He's deserved it. We won 4-0.
Sorry. Parents and students, please permit me just to take a moment to acknowledge one of Haslett's truly great citizens. This man is a true gentleman. He has graduated 4 students from Haslett. He has announced his retirement from the Meyer Thrifty Acre Store after 37 years of service to that organization, of which 20 years was right here when he served as the store manager here at the Okemos store. And of course, I'm talking about Mr. Tim Van Ravensway. And I can tell you, please. Thank you very much for that, because I can tell you, and obviously the students know it, as the store manager, but I would say just as being Tim, whenever the Haslett schools need something, we always seem to knock at his door. Whether it's going to the 5th grade camp, whether or not a 2nd grade teacher needs some extra supplies, whether it's the music program, the athletic program, the quiz bowl, whatever, the Foundation for Haslett Schools, it seems to me that we often go to Mr. Van Ravensway for help, and he always comes through. In fact, as we speak now, we have a campaign, a partnership with Coca-Cola and Myers and the Haslett Schools, where we're trying to generate additional funds for choir uniforms. I wish that were my idea, but it was Tim's idea. And it seems like he's always looking after the Haslett Public Schools, and I know he has great pride in our schools. And I thought it was appropriate this evening with our community here to recognize all of his good work and all of his good deeds on behalf of Haslett's children and students. So, Tim, thank you for all that you've done for the Haslett Public Schools.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Meyer, to me, has been the community. I've been honored to work for the company, as Bob said, for over 37 years. The highlights are watching youth, kids, even my own, grow up and do things and accomplish things in ways you never, ever could think they would. And the changes that I've watched in the years that I've been a director for Meyer. To us, watching communities grow, watching people be good citizens and involved in the community and giving back, because as a community, you give a lot to Meyer. And we appreciate over the years all you've given to us, and I appreciate the opportunities that Haslett Schools has allowed me as an individual and as a Meyer director to be involved in the community. And for graduates of 2002, I wish you great success and congratulations, and most importantly, be good citizens. Thank you.
Mrs. Noose, Mrs. Lutsky, and Senator Diane Byram. Please join me at the podium.
And my friends, Mrs. Allen and Mr. Moore. Yes, we're back. My apologies. I thought I had announced 5 names for the Math Department Award, and I realized I had forgotten someone. So I owe a great deal of, I guess, a great apology to Nikki Moore, who is also a Math Department Award recipient. Thank you. I guess Nikki will hopefully forgive me, but thank you very much. Sorry. Okay, class. As our final official duty as your counselors, Mrs. Lutsky and I want to congratulate each member of the class of 2002. We've enjoyed working with you and wish you well in the next phase of your education. At this time, we are going to be joined by Senator Diane Byram and your principal, Mr. Duda, as we honor the top 10% of your class. Please join us on stage as we call your name. Stephen Bennett, Kristen Burnt, Conrad Bird. You want to stay on stage, Steve? Stephanie Brandell. Eric Cadena. Dana Carr. Sarah Doss. Chelsea Durgan. Kristen Fields. Matthew Fitzpatrick. Aaron Gallagher.
And we just change voices just like that in the middle of things. Hannah Gardy. Nathan Harrison. Anna Hickner. Katie Houghton. Nikki Moore. Megan Mulder. Renee Nooner. Jess Richter. Siobhan Shea. Kyle Sipola. And Allison Trotter. We'd like to have you all join together to congratulate once again our top 10% of our senior class. Some of you may have seen our presenters up here and myself and staff holding a yellow program that looks like this. These are available for you students and parents kind of as a souvenir of the evening. We didn't want you to have them beforehand because we wanted some of the awards to remain a surprise, but they are out on the tables in the cafeteria when you leave tonight's ceremony. And this does conclude our ceremony, so let's give one more round of applause to all of our graduating seniors.